Hey everybody, welcome to the Creativity Cave. I am so excited to share this card with you because I think it is absolutely gorgeous and I think you're going to love it. At least I sure hope you do. So I'm using one of the most awesome stamp sets in the new catalog. It is called Jar of Love. Here's what it looks like. It has 3 different sizes of jars. It has a little thing to put water in the bottom of the jar. It has a burlap label, a bow, a fishy, another bow, and then a whole bunch of super cute words and some adorable florals, as well as this super duper ridiculously cute firefly, which I of course love. And if you think this is a dragonfly, you're wrong, because it's a firefly and its butt lights up, just so you know. Okay, let me show you how I made this card because I think it's really cute and kind of clever, and it just goes so perfectly with the theme that this video's blog post goes to. So let me explain what I'm trying to say. So I will start with a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to stamp the medium-sized jar in Smoky Slate. And actually, I have to bring in for you, this is my color combination, and it is a bit excessive. I never use this many colors on one card, but I think it's really pretty. So I have Sweet Sugar Plum, Rich Razzleberry, So Saffron, Crushed Curry, Pool Party, Smoky Slate, and Basic Gray. That is a mouthful. But I think these are such pretty colors when you put them all together. So let me share with you how it did come together. Starting with the basic, or no, this is Smoky Slate. So I'm going to stamp this in the lighter of the 2 grays that I'm using, Smoky Slate, as I mentioned. And I wanted my jar to not really pop up, but be kind of the background a little bit. Then I'm going to take, I've got my water, actually I'll stick that on the back side of this. I've got my water for my jar. I'm going to stamp that in Pool Party. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way because I'm kind of packed with goodies. Okay, so I inked my jar of water, or the water part for my jar, up in Pool Party. And I'm just going to stamp that right at the bottom, like so. And you know what? I don't like how that looks. We're going to start over. Flip it over, start again. We're not that far into it, so we can totally do that right now. But my jar didn't stamp really well, and I think to ensure that that doesn't happen again, I'm going to bring in my piercing mat to stamp on. That is a really great idea when you're working with photopolymer because it just gives you a better impression. Look at the difference. That's pretty good. You want to see the bad one, see the splotchy icky, good one, perfect. Yay, everybody's happy. Okay, now, next thing I'm going to do to build up my bouquet is stamp some greenery in the background. I will use some Pear Pizzazz, which, ooh, that's another color I didn't have in my scheme. It's in my other room. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the greenery in, like I said, in Pear Pizzazz, and I want it to just kind of stick out here and there. And I'm even going to put it up just a touch higher than what my sample had. Fill it in just a touch more because I think it's really pretty. And, well, actually, that's probably good. Okay. Then I have the basic gray ink pad. I'm going to stamp 2 things with that. First is the love. I love the love. It reminds me of the ball jar logo. So I just stamped that right at the waterline. And then I'm also going to stamp Spread the. And I will stamp this on a little skinny strip of paper that I have. If you're not comfortable stamping on this teeny little strip, just take and trim out a larger piece. But look at how great that works. Ooh, we'll focus it. Ah, Spread the. So cute. Okay, so back to my, oops, card. Goodness, I'm sorry I keep bumping the camera. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp the florals for this. So I'm setting my Spread the aside for a moment. So if I forget about it, please remind me. I know you can't do that, but I'm sure when you watch my videos, you are always saying, it's over there, Dina. Sometimes I can collectively feel it. Okay, now, what I love about the flowers in this stamp set is that they work perfectly for the different teeny little pieces of cardstock that you inevitably end up with when you are stamping other stuff. So let me open and close some ink pads to show you what I mean. So I'm done with my grays, my blue and my green. Now I'm going to focus on purple and yellow. So there are two flowers that I'm using in this. One is this double flower. I'm inking that up in So Saffron, and I'm going to stamp it. Well, I guess I only need it once. No, I'm doing it twice. How do you like that? A girl needs to have her options. I always believe in that. Then I will put the detail image right over the top, and that is going to be in crushed curry. Okay, and then I have this cute little tulipy looking thing, and I'm going to stamp it once full strength, once stamped off, and that means I need a scrap in which to stamp it off. Or actually twice stamped off. So I stamped off a layer of ink, and then I need just a touch more scrap paper. But again, that's for all these weird pieces that you have left over from other stuff. It's so easy to use those up. Okay, so now I have 3 of those flowers. Next, I will take and add the detail on here. So I'm going to do this full strength instead of stamped off in the Sweet Sugar Plum. Same thing here. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to stamp the center in Rich Razzleberry on this one. And since I went to a darker color, I did not have to clean in between. And finally, the little stamen, I'm going to stamp all of those in Rich Razzleberry. And then they're nice and dark on my flowers. And then see how I kind of mucked that up? Covered. Yay, I like that. Okay, next we'll cut these all out with the cute coordinating framelits. All right, so I have all my flowers cut out, and let's just finish the assembly of this card because it is just about done, and it's so easy, which I just love. So I'm going to use some dimensionals to pop up some of these flowers because I think it looks really fun when some are popped up. I'm also going to get rid of these ink pads so they're out of the way. And then I'll bring that back in so you can see. Okay, so to finish this up, I'm going to kind of place the flowers around where I like them. And I know I want this one popped up. And this just helps me figure out, and by the way, I have not pulled the backing off of this because then if I change my mind, I can, because you know a girl likes to change her mind sometimes. All right, I'll place that there. Another one here. And I can even add one more if I want, but I do like, it does look nice. It's an odd number. That even number is wrong, so we will not do it. Okay, and this one, like I did in my sample, I'll pop up as well because I like how that looked. But what I love about this is you can kind of cut lots of flowers. Whatever you don't use, save. I put them in the stamp set so that I can use them again on another project. Now, as long as we're talking about framelits, we have to talk about what happened with my stamp set because it's still kind of killing me. I had the framelit that cuts this bigger flower sitting out on my table, and my so sweet daughter Ella was helping me one day by die cutting some other stuff for me, and next to the big shot was where this framelit was sitting. And I had walked by it earlier thinking, gosh, I should really do something with that because if I lose it, that'll really suck. Can you tell the foreshadowing in my story? So she had done a bunch of die cutting, so there are all these little pieces of paper laying there, and I thought, well, you need to take care of the mess you made. So I asked her to pick up the pieces of paper, which of course she did and was wonderful about it. And then the next morning I was looking for the framelit so that I was working on this particular card. And I couldn't find it. So she was getting up that morning and I asked her where it was, and she's like, oh yeah, I remember seeing it. and it was on the table just where I had left it. And of course, she realizes she probably threw it away, and I said, you probably threw it away, and yes, okay. So I go to look in the garbage, and the garbage is empty. Now that's kind of a unique thing because the garbage is never really empty. This is in my classroom. By the way, I'm rolling up a glue dot like a log to attach my bow to my card. Anyway, so she tells me, you know, she's not sure what happened to it. So she's looking, I'm looking, and then I say, well, okay, the garbage is empty. That's weird. My son comes down, and he's all proud of himself because unprompted, he emptied the garbage and took it out. And like, he's telling me this, and the words are like hanging in the air. Like, can you see the word bubble hanging in the air with these words? I took the garbage out for you, Mom. As those words are hanging in the air, I can hear the garbage truck going through our neighborhood, and I realize, to my horror, that this sweet child of mine, who has taken it upon himself to empty the trash unprompted, it is now off going to the landfill in the big garbage truck. So, needless to say, I bought another set of framelits. So the moral of the story is, when you walk by and see a framelit sitting out, put it away. Don't wait. Okay, so you can see this. I think this looks adorable. I have adhered it to my piece of smoky slate cardstock. I'm also going to adhere it to my card, which is a half a sheet of sugar plum. I have embossed it with the sparkle embossing folder. You can see you can have it either with the raised image or the concave image. I like the concave because I think it looks kind of cool. Anyway, I'll adhere this. Now there's one more thing that I need to add to this, and that is kind of cool. I have my shaker here of toothpicks. So I'm going to take a toothpick, and then with kind of a sturdier scissors, you can cut off like an inch. Okay, and this will be my little garden pick that I will adhere to my card using a glue dot. So I'll just pick this up with a glue dot and shove that in here under the flower. So it's kind of sticking out, and you can see my toothpick is right there. Then I will take that trim the little ends off, and then glue dot this right on top of the toothpick. And how adorable is this? Oh my gosh, I love it. So, 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 so cute. Spread the love. Get it? Oh, adorable. Anyway, if you like this project, please go to my blog. All the dimensions, details, supplies, and photos will be there for you to check out. And of course, if you just have to have the stamp set, and I can't imagine why you wouldn't have to have this because I just love it. It is my absolute favorite thing in the catalog this year, the new catalog. But please go to my blog. All the supplies are there and links to my online store. And if you order through my online store, you become a Creativity Cave VIP. I have a fabulous rewards program. All the details are on my blog under customer rewards. I would love to welcome you to that program, and it really, really, really helps me support bringing you more amazing videos just like this one. Thank you so much for stamping with me today, guys. Have a great day. Bye.